Gacha games. Yep, you caught me. I am guilty of having played multiple gacha games over the past 6 years. Mainly, I have played the likes of Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Zenless Zone Zero, and Arknights Enfield. Now, to those of you not in the know, gacha games are a category of video games that usually adopt an anime-style aesthetic and utilize a gacha mechanic that allows progression within the game. What is a gacha mechanic, you may ask the viewer? Simply, a gacha mechanic in the context of gacha games involves players spending their time in order to gain a certain currency, which could then be exchanged in a banner to obtain a set of characters. As you may have guessed by now, the main appeal of these gacha games is the set of characters that the game allows you to play as. Each and every gacha game that I have played so far has succeeded in enticing me to spend my time obtaining them. As for my favorites, we have Hu-Tao from Genshin Impact, Kafka from Honkai Star Rail, Jinshi from Wuthering Waves, Vivian from Zenless Zone Zero, and Lavatane from Arknights Enfield. Beyond the set of characters with amazing designs and voice acting, each game also offers its own distinct fighting mechanics, world exploration, narrative, and soundtrack, giving each experience its own unique flavor. Now, you may be asking why the video is titled Gacha Games, a Time Gambler. Well, it mainly has to do with the fact that once you play any of these games, you are incentivized to play them daily, spending hours and hours clearing through game content in exchange for currency, all to splurge on a banner that doesn't even guarantee to give you the character that you want, unless, of course, you lost on the previous banner. Yes, there are multiple banners featured in each game, each one spanning just 3 weeks on average. Basically, you are using your time on a banner with a certain period of availability that doesn't even guarantee you the character that you want. On top of that, if you didn't obtain your wanted character, you would have to wait for months or even a year before the game finally decides to do a rerun of the banner. But enough about gacha games in general. I want to share my own experiences with them. The first time I encountered a gacha game was when my brother was playing Genshin Impact on the PC. This happened during quarantine, and drawn in by the visuals, I decided to have a go at it as well to kill the time. It was quite an experience, to say the least. The visuals were amazing, the narrative was engaging, the fighting mechanics were fun, and the soundtrack was just breathtaking. In a period where everyone was stuck in their homes, I felt so alive whenever I was immersed in the game. And so, I kept playing. Days turned into months, then months into years. Ever since, playing gacha games has been part of my daily routine. Skipping a few days or weeks wouldn't be too bad, but I would most certainly feel like I had missed out. Gacha games are neither a good or bad influence. If you let it take control over your daily life, then it would most certainly serve as a bad influence. However, if you balance your time with playing gacha games and your other responsibilities, then it certainly isn't harmful in any way and serves as a hobby to enjoy or kill the time. As with all things, balance is key. Too much of anything will certainly do more harm than any good. In my case, I may or may not be guilty of spending a bit too much of my time playing them. It certainly has made me make poor decisions which affected my academic life. However, I don't regret the time I've spent on them, as they are one of many things that I truly enjoy in life, alongside reading, writing, music, and anime.